What is going on, people? Welcome back to the Bullpen with Bouch and Ben. Bouch, we apparently got so big after one episode that we got a special guest.
I know, I heard. We have Matt Ryan on with us today.
Hey.
Not the Falcons quarterback, our friend from home.
Hey, could be the Falcons quarterback if you missed the intro to this and we don't tell you that it's not the Falcons quarterback.
At the end of the day, I'm still a real Matt Ryan.
Remember playing football growing up, you would demand to be the third pick because that's when he got drafted?
Thought he was number 2.
He was the third pick in the draft, and you would demand to be the third pick.
Yeah, he used to wear the Falcons jersey and just come out slinging.
Yeah. You would make it so you'd obviously be the first pick because you're the only one who could throw the ball amongst us.
You guys could never catch it.
Hey, that could be debated. But hey, guys, we're back on the Bullpen, our podcast. Thank you for joining us, Matt.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you guys ready to dive in?
Yeah, let's go.
So the big news out of the NBA this week, Kevin Durant hurt his MCL, out at least 4 weeks.
It's a grade 2 sprain.
Grade 2 sprain. At least 4 weeks. They're going to reevaluate in 4 weeks, so I know every Warriors fan like, only 4 weeks.
Also a bone bruise.
Also a bone bruise. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll start off. I still think the Warriors are the favorites in the West. I still think they're going to come out. The Spurs will give them a tough play, though, in the Western Conference Finals if it finally goes there, though.
Do you think that he's going to be back?
They have a lot of depth. You still have Iguodala coming off the bench.
Yeah, they didn't put him in the starting line, which I like, because that can just ruin. He's a bench guy. He's not a starter, but people are like kind of freaking out. But he's going to be back for the playoffs. Is it that like big of a concern?
Here's my one thing. You got to remember, they still have 3 All-Stars on their team. They won 70... How many games did they win last year? 73? 73 games. I'm worried about their big men, to be honest with you. Who's their big man? Jordan Hill right now? And
is it?
Yeah, I think... Who knows? Who knows where they're at? Zaza?
Zaza Pachulia?
Zaza, whatever.
The guy who injured Kevin Durant?
Yeah. Did you see the play? He went up. Zaza went up, and then he got pushed by Gortat, and he just fell so hard into Kevin, and he went down.
Durant was just watching the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard a thing that someone said Gortat did that on purpose. He threw him into Kevin Durant on purpose. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Gortat's a goon, so maybe he did it.
He's a goon. He's a Polish hammer. We're not known for smart play. But I don't know. They're like 3-4 games up on the Spurs. Do you think the Spurs can catch them?
I think it's a really good possibility. Spurs are a great team. Best coach ever, Greg Popovich. And I think they're going to give them a run for their money.
If Warriors stay healthy, no. They will not catch them.
Catch them without Kevin Durant for this next 4 weeks.
I'm talking if Curry were to go down, or Thompson, or Draymond.
At that rate, I would push the panic button in Golden State. But don't you think the Spurs are notorious for just resting guys at the end? If they have the 2 seed locked up with 5 left, they're not pushing.
Not if the 1 seed's within grasp.
But they don't care. They were within.
Do they?
They were within a couple games of the Warriors last year.
See, I think the Warriors.
What happened last year?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say too.
And they still rested guys. That's what I'm saying.
I think the Warriors' mindset is a lot different because of last year. They're going to rest guys. They want to be healthy for the playoffs, and I think that's their priority instead of the number 1 seed.
Also, how much do you think the Warriors are missing Barnes this year?
Barnes?
Not Matt Barnes. Harrison Barnes.
I love Matt Barnes. He's such a goon.
Yeah, he's a scary dude. He could definitely beat up Derek Fisher.
I take Team Fisher. Wow. That man was dedicated.
No way, Matt Barnes.
Did you hear that story though?
I have.
He drove like hundreds of miles to go get him. That's the greatest thing ever.
I mean, if he slept with your wife, wouldn't you want to go beat him up too?
Yeah, but I mean, hundreds of miles?
Wow, I don't know how dedicated.
Matt Barnes had a rough growing up, so
yeah.
I wouldn't.
He's from the hood, right?
Yeah.
Where? Compton?
I don't know exactly where, but
it's probably offensive. But oh well.
It's whatever.
It is whatever. To wrap this up, should the Warriors care about the 1 seed? Should any team really care about the 1 seed? Or should they care about health over...
Did you just say the Raptors? I think you meant the Warriors.
I said any team.
But I think that they should try and get healthy, make a run in the playoffs. I think that's their number one priority.
Matt?
I think they're going to do that. They're going to make a run no matter what. There's too much talent on that team.
They are good.
I agree. All right, in other NBA news, the whole feud between Shaq and JaVale McGee is, in my opinion, is absolutely stupid, but we'll get into that in a second. It all started with, many years ago, Shaq has his Shaqtin' a Fool where he just makes fun of people who do dumb things.
Kind of like Come On Man on ESPN.
Yeah, like similar to Come On Man, but JaVale McGee bases his career on doing dumb things, and that's how he's always going to be remembered. So JaVale McGee got tired of it, went back at Shaq, saying, like, calling him a clown and whatnot, and it just escalated beyond belief.
Kevin Durant weighed in. He said Shaq can't hit free throws.
Yeah, and then, funny thing, Shaq posted a picture of a bum with JaVale McGee's face on it. I thought that was good, but it just got out of hand. It got a little bit racist with something JaVale McGee said that we're not going to repeat because we're
white.
We're three white men from the suburbs. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this good look for the NBA or just kind of nonsense?
I think McGee's got to be a grown man here. He plays in the NBA. He's played in the NBA for a long time.
Probably close to.
What is
8
Shaq's
years.
current job?
He was on TNT and he does.
He's an analyst.
Yeah, he's an analyst. They do the show with Charles Barkley, and I forget the other guy. And basically,
Ernie Johnson.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, and they do a pregame show till like 2:30 in the morning every night. On
And
TNT.
his job is to get viewers, correct?
Yes.
What is this doing?
I mean, everyone's talking about it. I'll tell you that.
Publicity.
Yeah. So you're saying Shaq's doing his job basically?
Yeah, and I'm sure he means most of it as well.
Yeah. JaVale McGee's got to grow up a little bit. Come on, you're in the NBA. You're a grown man. You got to be able to take a joke.
Yeah, but somebody comes at you like that, what are you going to do? Constantly.
You're right. You got to fire back a little bit. But come on,
you got to make fun of him back. You can't like make fun of him back. Be like, hey, you can't hit a free throw. It's like post a loop of Shaq's bad free throws and be like, all right, that's funny. Where it got out of hand, I forgot to mention in the beginning. Shaq tweeted back to JaVale's response saying like, I'll beat the F out of you and all that. That's where it gets a little wrong. Like, you don't got to get violent. If it stayed purely just like ripping on each other in basketball sense, then
even their moms got into it. Like, how childish are we? Their moms had to separate the feud between them. Come on.
That's how it ended. Is Shaq's mom said, "Hey, we're done here,"
and it ended.
And
so.
that's it. No one's heard anything from either of them
for now.
For now. Mrs. O'Neal, probably a scary, scary lady.
Oh, she has to.
Controlling Shaq, but he listens to her, which is good.
Yeah. Just proves that we should...
Does she look like Shaq? Like LeBron and his mom look alike?
Yeah, she's like 3, 220, and can dunk a basketball.
Does LeBron and his mom look alike?
I don't know. That's Delonte West.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I can't...
You were saving that one?
We went there.
You were saving that one?
No, it just came out.
All right. Hey, we're going to move some NFL, actually. We just finished up the NBA. We're going to talk to our resident Redskin fan.
You like that?
I like it. I like it.
I could be one of my favorite things ever. You like that?
It is. It's original.
So,
obviously we're talking about
Kirk Cousins because the Redskins are royally screwing this up.
Yeah.
Tyler, just take it away here.
Okay, so basically we tagged Kirk Cousins this week. We're trying to sign him to a long-term deal. They've been talking about trades with the 49ers because he wants to go back with Kyle Shanahan. I don't like the move to tag him, but he wants too much money. But we're already paying him so much money as it is. So the tag is for $24 to $25 million. What I don't get is why can't we sign him to a long-year deal? Why won't he accept a long-term deal for $20 million? That's his value on the market.
That's undervalue. If Joe Flacco is getting 23, 24...
Joe Flacco has a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco sucks.
Joe Flacco has a Super Bowl.
I'm aware of that. Drew Brees also has a Super Bowl, and he makes less than Joe Flacco.
I would be totally fine with paying him whatever he wants if he won a playoff game. And all we had to do last year was drive. We had to beat the Giants, who were playing for nothing whatsoever. And he threw the dumbest pick. I watched that game 3 times.
He's the gunslinger.
You live and die by him.
The chances you take. Or he did.
And for the viewers, when Tyler Bouchard says "we," that is the Redskins.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just so there's no confusion, but why don't they just pay him? What are their other options?
There really is none. I mean,
it's either you pay the man, you complain about paying him, but you got a quarterback, or you don't pay him. He goes make someone else happy who has money to pay him. And
the 49ers would be glad to pay him that much.
But what are their other options? They don't sign him.
We could get Mike Glennon.
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny.
Come on.
He's making a comeback.
He is trending upward, according to himself.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, even though he just violated his parole or whatever it was.
Did he really?
Yeah. He has to go back to court. Terrible.
He's a clown. That's a fast decline of a career, if you ask me.
Oh, it's coming up.
Not faster than Ronda Rousey.
In seconds.
I've never seen somebody fall off Mount Everest so fast.
Can we get into this? I am not a Ronda Rousey fan.
I'm not a Ronda Rousey fan either.
Why?
Do you think, Matt? She's hot.
Why are you not around her? Why?
Because she plays a sport where winning and losing, it's 50-50.
Yeah, you're individual sport.
Yeah. You're going to win, you're going to lose. When she was winning, she's like, this is the greatest of all time. I'm going to be on Entourage. I'm going to be a star. I'm going to do all these things over the
She's making moves for her career?
She lost.
She
lost once. She lost once, and she's like, I'm going to kill myself. The first time. First time she lose, she was like, I'm going to go on Ellen DeGeneres show and tell people I'm going to kill myself. Because this sucks. You lost. You play a sport, and you lost. That's just how it goes. That's what blows my mind, is that she's a terrible, terrible loser.
Used to losing.
Sore loser. She's not used to losing.
But that's the thing. But come on, she had to have lost sometime in her life. She hasn't been undefeated ever.
Would you rather her take the Conor McGregor route when he lost to Nate Diaz and be humble about it?
I love Conor McGregor.
You're a big fan.
I do too. I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan. But
what are you saying Conor McGregor
He's
did?
humble in defeat.
He was.
Nate Diaz is a beast.
You have to be. But Ronda Rousey acted like the world was crashing down around her. She was still a star after she lost.
She's a woman in a man's sport, so she's a sore loser, I think.
How do you think gender plays into that?
I mean, because women aren't used to fighting like that, I feel.
UFC's growing, but I wouldn't say she's not used to it. She played the sport her entire life.
What she did for the UFC women's division is unreal.
Yeah, she transcended the game.
She was the biggest star in UFC for a while.
She's the biggest star of like any sport for
main event.
Real long time.
She sold a lot of pay-per-view.
She's still good.
Her, yeah. I don't know now.
She's got one more fight left in her. She would sell some pay-per-views. Yeah, even if it's not a title fight, it's still Ronda Rousey.
Does she take that risk though?
No, I think she's done.
Yeah, I don't think she can come back.
She got destroyed.
The money's right.
Nunes.
Oh, the money's right. Anyone's coming back.
What does she need it? What does she need the money for? Don't ask me what I would do, because I'm not in her shoes.
That is true. Everyone wants money.
What does she need the money? She's got an acting career.
She does.
What does she need?
She's set. Face gets broken in again.
Yeah.
That's what plastic surgery's for.
But it's not about the money. It's about it's not the physical money. It's the, hey, I still can make this.
I think it's the fame.
Yeah, it's like the fame and the fortune that comes along with fame.
Do you think she does it for the fame or for herself?
That goes hand in hand, you would have to say, right? You don't get famous for other people's benefits. You get famous for yourself.
Is she doing it because she wants to be famous in the spotlight?
Oh, 100%.
Or is she doing it
if she actually cared,
just to prove to herself that she still got it?
If she cared in the least bit about UFC fighting, integrity of the sport, she would have never gone out and been in movies, did the whole celebrity lifestyle thing. I don't know, that's my biggest thing. But we'll move on. A little more NFL news. We'll go quick. The Steelers signed Antonio Brown richest wide receiver contract and tagged Le'Veon Bell. Smart moves?
Antonio Brown's really good. I think they overpaid him a little bit. One of the things that I saw on ESPN, the salary cap, you have to remember, is always going up. The revenue for NFL is ridiculous now. Mm-hmm. So all these players that are making all this money, they're obviously going to be the highest paid because the salary cap is just going up and up. So
those are two franchise players. Yeah.
Market value, a little high, but salary cap's going up. You got to overpay a little bit, I think.
I agree.
Who would you... they were talking about this on ESPN. Who would you rather have if you had to give the long-term deal to one of these guys and the other guy walks? Antonio Brown or Le'Veon Bell? Who are you picking?
Antonio Brown, given Bell's injury history.
And the position he plays.
Yes.
Because wide receivers...
Not that I don't like Bell. I love Bell.
Bell is arguably the best running back in the NFL right now. Just because he's so versatile. I mean, he could catch so shifty, and he could catch anything out of the backfield. Unlike a lot of, like AP, he's not doing that. Ezekiel Elliott is all right, but he's definitely not as good as Bell catching the ball.
I feel like you need other players to have an effective, like, good wide receiver. Like, if you have a bad quarterback, all right, you get Terrell Pryor.
Look at DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah. But I feel like a wide receiver is less important than a running back.
Not if you don't. Okay.
By far.
So you don't have a good quarterback still. All the defense is going to do is stop the run.
Todd Gurley.
Yeah, so then what's a wide receiver going to get you?
It's essentially the same thing, just different position. Nothing.
Yeah, but at least you could do something with your running game. If you got no,
not that you can't do.
If you got no running game and an average quarterback, they're just going to rush.
You get an average quarterback and one of the greatest receivers in the NFL, they're going to make plays.
If the ball's there, the guy's conscious.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just screens, give him the ball, slants, posts.
Feed him. Feed him the ball, baby.
But how many times have you seen a good team with bad wide receivers?
Ooh, we could go on the Patriots issue.
Yeah, like the Patriots. Patriots have no star-studded wide receivers.
Julian Edelman?
Yeah, but he's not Antonio Brown. He's like in the 15 range.
Yeah. Julian Edelman's quarterback coming out of college. Come on.
He's like 5 foot.
And he's arguably one of the
Drew Brees does it
better
with NFL wide receivers. But how many times have you seen a bad team with a really good wide receiver? Alshon Jeffrey, Terrell Pryor, but that's just because I saw him on TV earlier. I don't know. I feel like
Calvin Johnson on the line.
Calvin Johnson. We get. I don't know. It seems like the list can go on and on.
You make a good point, but
thank you.
Wow, guest appearance. Agreeing with the host. I love it.
I am a quarterback, so.
Damn, you really are Matt Ryan. We move on. More NFL news. Adrian Peterson, Jamal Charles, Darrelle Revis are all free agents.
A little free agency talk.
I love free agency. I love the draft. But when do you ever think of a time when all those guys would be free agents?
I mean, in 2017 when their contracts are up.
Their contracts aren't up. They got
cut,
bought out. Kaepernick we also threw on this list just for...
If this was 4 years ago, this possibly could be the greatest free agency class of all time.
By far. That was back when Darrelle Revis was...
in his prime.
The greatest
AP
cornerback
in his prime,
ever.
Charles in his prime. Kaepernick coming off a Super Bowl.
Ooh, that's a good point. Do you think there's a place for these guys? There's obviously got to be someone that'll take them.
Where do you want to start? You want to start at AP?
We'll start with Adrian Peterson.
Child beater.
Yeah. That's a thing. I know it's tough to talk about.
It's going to weigh him down.
You think so?
I think some teams will shy away from it.
Yeah.
He's arguably the greatest running back ever, numbers-wise.
He's a little bit below, but...
I mean, numbers-wise, 2,000-yard season.
Also been very hurt the past few years.
He has, which is
like 3 games last year. 3 games.
I think it's almost good that he's been hurt because he doesn't have the wear and tear on his body like some of these other guys.
It doesn't matter. His body can't hold up.
Yeah, he's going to be 32.
He's a freak of nature.
It doesn't matter. I think if he goes somewhere where he just needs to be the first and second down back, he'll be fine.
Yeah, so the
can't be a 3 down back.
early reports were say the Cowboys are interested and the Raiders were interested.
Okay, how stupid would it be if the Cowboys signed him?
That's wasted money. Go spend that money on defense where you need it.
Or a wide receiver, too.
Well, Terrence Williams is also a free agent.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That makes sense.
When I first heard that report of the Cowboys, it just...
But, okay, you talk about Oakland. What is Murray there?
Murray's a free agent.
He is?
Murray is a free agent.
Murray's a free agent. They had Jack Del Rio on today, and they asked him about the Adrian Peterson thing, and he dodged that question so fast.
So quick. He's not answering that.
Yeah, that was great by Jack Del Rio. But also, he talked about the running backs he has, and it seemed like he likes the guys he has more than going to get Adrian Peterson. So I don't know if they're going to go after him like that.
I don't think it's necessarily Adrian Peterson. I think it's the money Adrian Peterson wants.
How much money do you think he'll get?
What did he just walk away from Minnesota?
18, I think.
I don't think he's going to get that.
He's going to want around there, around 15.
He has to be smart enough to know that he's not getting that.
Also, Minnesota said they'd leave the door open for a possible deal.
They should bring him back.
And he came out and said that he wants to play in a team that has a chance at winning, in which he thinks Minnesota has a very good team.
I think Minnesota's not that bad.
Yeah.
A good defense. I don't know how Bradford's going to be.
Bradford set the record for completion percentage.
Sam Bradford at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That is true. But
he's one hit away from breaking his shoulder again.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's almost worse than Tony Romo. But I don't know. We'll move on to Jamal Charles.
So who'd you rather have? Let's start this. Charles or AP?
Ooh. I would say probably Adrian Peterson. Just
right now, yeah. I feel like Jamal Charles is only going to come in as a third down.
Yeah, like
guy.
A CJ Spiller kind of guy. But he's a good third down back. He can catch the ball.
I think he's got more to give than AP does.
Oh, by far. I think he's more youthful and more explosive at this point. Even when Adrian Peterson played in those 3 games, he looked terrible.
The 2 ACL tears
scares you?
Scare a lot of people.
Doesn't Charles has a couple ACL tears too, doesn't he? He has one.
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're both injury recently. They can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Running backs are a dime a dozen. Go draft someone young, I say.
Oh, there's 8 good running backs on this draft coming up.
You can piece them together. Get a big back and then 2 small ones. Model them after the Patriots.
But then you turn into the Giants and have no running back.
No, Giants have like 4 running backs, and they use one in succession of the other, so no one can get in a rhythm.
Are they bringing back Rashad Jennings? I don't think so. Right?
No, they let him go. They cut him. Him and Cruz.
Yeah. There's another 2 good players.
Good free agency class this year.
Star players. I would say big names.
Yeah. I want to say one little thing about Revis. So he got burned a lot. He didn't look good this year in the Jets. It might have just been that their defense was bad, but
the defense wasn't bad.
Or did he just not want to play because he knows they're going to lose?
Could be that too.
What does he have to stay motivated for?
Exactly. That was one thing I wanted to talk about. Cause
could be a blessing in disguise that he got cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Or that he beat the shit out of people.
Yeah, that's another story.
Yeah, he might not even be able to play next year, right?
He'll play.
You never know.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine, but...
Does he move to safety? He doesn't really tackle well, so I can't really see him moving to safety.
Does he go somewhere on a 1-year deal to prove himself? Hence, another New England type deal. Does he come back to the Patriots?
But I feel like he's past the age of 1-year deals.
Dude, he's old, man.
Who else is going to give him a 2-3-year deal?
A 1-year deal is if you come off your first 4-year deal, and you're like, all right, you didn't do as good as you hoped.
All right, question for you: greatest cornerback of all time?
What?
Darrell Revis.
Oh, cornerback.
Cornerback.
You said quarterback.
Yeah, you said quarterback.
Whatever. Cornerback. You know what I meant.
That's greatest corner. It's Deion Sanders. He's so good.
Yeah, it's not even.
Yeah. No,
Revis is good.
You could throw Revis out there.
Sanders is great.
In 2011, you could throw Revis out there, and he'd be on an island by himself. You know, just shut down whoever.
Yeah. He's definitely up there in the discussion. You can't argue that. But I don't think he's the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Dale Green.
That's a little bit older than us.
Yeah, that's a lot older. Sorry, Redskins talk. My bad.
There you go. Real homer right there. Jimmy Garoppolo. Matt, this is your account here. Patriots say they're not going to trade him. I will never believe a single thing that Patriots say.
There are new reports that came out and said they are willing to listen to proposals for him. But I don't think the Patriots trade him. One, you have him as insurance for Tom Brady.
Who's how old?
40.
Yes, he'll be, I believe, turning 40 or 41. So the Patriots have been known to get rid of veteran players a year or two right before their decline.
Don't even say it. Do not say it.
Do they trade Tom Brady?
No.
In all seriousness.
No. That'd be like the Lakers trading Kobe.
Why not? You can get the house for him.
No, you can't.
I don't think you can.
No one is going to give you the house. They'll give you a conditional
Denver would love to have Tom Brady right now.
Yeah, but they're not going to give you
a
house.
You don't think a team that needs a quarterback just to bump him up won't give up a first-round pick for 2-3 years of Tom Brady?
No, never. You don't. They would never mortgage their future for...
It'd be an interesting debate.
Okay, it's a more interesting trade, but the Patriots can't do that. That's just like physically impossible.
But that's what they're known for.
No,
All the
they're known-
veterans.
But Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback ever.
Yeah, Kraft
and
sucks his dick all the time.
That's an aggressive statement.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there.
Wow. But
Don't be surprised if it does happen. You heard it here first. On the bullpen.
with Bouch and Ben, not those other imposter bullpens I saw on the YouTube.
Yeah, this is with Bouch and Ben. Get it right, man.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Matt. But I don't...
With douche and Ben.
Wow.
Ooh, easy there, kid.
Do you want to come back for episode 3?
Can we get rid of the douche?
We can think about it. But I just don't think it's possible for them to trade him. That's the face of the franchise. He has won them 5 Super Bowls.
So then what do you do with Jimmy G next year if you bring him
You
back?
trade him. You trade him now for the 12th pick.
I'll tell you what they do.
12th pick?
12th pick. You're not getting the first for him. Calm down.
I don't
every
want the
Patriots
first.
fan. I hate Patriots
the
fans
third.
saying they're like, yeah, I'll get the first pick for Jimmy
You know what?
Garoppolo.
Do a sign and trade with Chicago. Get the 13th and
Trade with
Jeffrey.
the Browns.
They don't
They'd
have
be good.
Jeffrey. The
He's a free agent.
Oh,
sign
they
and
signed?
sign and trade.
Uh-huh. So, all right. Say that again.
Sign and trade.
So sign and trade with
Sign
the Bears.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
So
Get
Jeffrey.
for Jimmy.
And the 13th pick.
That's an interesting
Chicago
conversation.
has a 13th pick?
Yeah, they're up. Might even be
Yeah.
higher.
I thought they were in like the top 5.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think the Eagles have the 13th pick. I was looking at that today.
Well, whatever the Bears' first round pick is.
Then that's too much. If it's top 5, that's way too much. 13, maybe.
Here's what I do if I'm the Patriots. I keep him on the 1-year deal, tag him next year, and try and trade him. He's
Why
going to
would-
make a crap ton of money, but why not tag him?
He's a backup.
Yeah, I don't know if
Insurance policy, man.
That's a $25 million backup quarterback.
Yeah, but then you could trade him if the trade market's right.
Who's going to take him for $25 million?
There's no point.
There's a lot of teams that would.
Why would you wait
He's
a
played
year
2.5
and then
games.
try and get rid of him?
And he got hurt in one of those games.
That's why I said 2.5.
Yeah, do you think he's even worth it at this point? What he's shown is good, but how many guys have played 3 games or less and then gotten big money deals? Matt Flynn, who played 1 game, had 6 touchdowns and got paid like $50 million.
That was crazy. I can't believe they paid that.
Matt Flynn made the most money for doing the least amount of work in the history of life.
Yeah.
I would have to say. But Matt, as a Patriots fan, do you think he's that good?
What's your take on Jimmy? Come on.
I think he's got the gunslinger mentality. Do I think he's good? Yes.
Do you want him as
Do
your
I
quarterback
think
in the
he's
future?
the next Tom Brady? Too early to say. Probably not. I think if the Patriots were to draft him this year, it'd be ideal for him to take over from Brady. But now you're seeing that gap where Brady's still going strong. Absolutely no signs of decline.
No signs?
No signs.
No.
Where's it slowing down?
Yeah, the man just beasted this season and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did play well this year.
There's no decline, but I don't know. I feel like if you trade him,
I want them to keep him as the backup? Yes, of course.
but do you think he'll stay in a year? If he's a free agent, you think he's going to
He wants to play.
He wants to start.
He'll be 24, 25.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
It's his time.
So that's why they got to make a move
He doesn't
now.
even make $1 million right now. Makes like $900K.
Yeah, he holds a clipboard.
Yeah.
I'd make 900.
He's got 2 Super Bowl rings.
I'd make $50 an hour if I could hold a clipboard.
I'd do it for 10.
Yeah. That's minimum.
might even do it for free.
To stand next to Tom Brady on the Patriots sideline?
Would you do it for free, Matt?
To stand next to Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hands down.
Minimal thought went into that
Hands down.
one. Yeah, it's a good gig. All right,
Wanted to touch on one more thing for the NFL.
go for it.
Josh Gordon applied for reinstatement. Thoughts?
What confuses me, this is my first thought. I've already
Lay
thought
off the
about
weed.
this. Yeah, lay off the weed, son. All right?
Same thing with Le'Veon Bell with the weed, too.
Drugs are bad.
I'm high
But
right
he
now.
was already... Thank you for that, Bouch. He was already set to come back. He was already reinstated, but then he checked himself into rehab. So why does he have to get reinstated again? That's what I know you guys won't know that answer because that's like a leak thing. But
Call up Roger.
he was ready to come back this year, but then
He got
voluntarily. No, he didn't get caught. He voluntarily.
I
checked
thought he
himself
failed
in.
the test.
No, it was like days before he was set to come back.
I think I drafted him in fantasy football this year.
Yeah, a lot of people did. He was ready to come back.
It had to be in the terms of the agreement or something.
He checked himself into... Oh, I'm sure they don't just let anyone go to rehab
so who
and
takes
come
him?
back.
Anyone that needs a wide receiver bad.
Yeah, anyone. He's good.
He's a freak athlete. He's good. I would say...
he's the kind of guy who takes a 1-year deal, prove it.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
The Browns are in trouble. They have
Come to New England.
Oh my God, I would hate that so much. That'd be the perfect, terrible thing the Patriots would do.
Could be a Randy Moss 2.0.
That's why I don't like it. All right, we move on to a little college miscellaneous stuff going on here.
Yeah, I love these stories.
We're gonna have a little fun at the end here. Tyler, you like this Louisville kid? What went on?
You want me to talk about this? So, the other day at the Louisville women's college game, I don't know why this kid was at a women's game, but anyway.
Yeah, it's offensive.
What do you have against women?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I like women's college basketball. Go UConn Huskies, 100 wins.
Oh.
But anyway, so this kid gets pulled down to get a shot at winning $38,000 for free tuition to go towards his tuition. He comes down, hits a layup, hits a free throw, and misses his first 3-point shot, and then bangs his next one.
For all that you don't know, he had to do this within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
30
which
seconds.
is very impressive. So bangs the third 3-point shot, goes for the half court, and bangs the half court shot, right? Crowd goes nuts.
Bang!
Whatever. So anyway, later reports that he can't get the money because there's a stipulation in the insurance policy that the people that ran the contest that he can because he played high school basketball that he can't get the money and he can't get free tuition or the $38,000. Terrible idea.
Matt, what are your thoughts?
Why would you not give it to him? It's not his fault he was selected.
Louisville needs to step up and give this kid free tuition for a year because he hit this shot. Be honest with this kid and give him free tuition for a year. This drives me nuts. He hit it. He won it fair and square. Who cares if he played high school basketball 3 years ago? He wasn't that good. He came off the bench in high school, they said in the early reports.
And I don't even know if LeBron or Steph are doing this. You have to make essentially every shot.
Yeah.
All right, I think LeBron or Steph could make that.
LeBron, I don't know, but
they'll make it more times than an average Joe.
Curry hits threes from the walkway to the locker room.
But yeah.
Easily.
Easily.
In
3 games.
All right, I'm saying they get it 4 out of 10 tries. A pro. Any pro in the NBA.
No.
At most 4 out of 10.
Somebody like Curry? Come
4
on.
out of 10.
He shoots threes from half court consistently.
But he's got to make one. He's made... How many times do you think he shot from half court just screwing around at practice?
How many times have you seen LeBron in those random YouTube videos shoot from 3/4 court, full court, all these crazy shots, and you make
But in 30 seconds?
Okay, a layup, nothing. Foul shot, nothing. 3-pointer, nothing. Curry's arguably the greatest 3-point shooter of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still don't know if he's making it all in succession in 30 seconds.
He's gonna do it.
I don't know.
I'm with Matt on this one. I want the quarterback.
There's no way.
No.
He does not do it.
I don't know.
Ben's wrong.
Now, if you had somebody like Shaq or McGee up there,
Rick
City,
he'll be on the wrong side of the court. I don't know. I don't know if they're... I'll give you at least 50% they'll do it. That's 30 seconds.
What's the percentage you do it, Ben?
Less than 1.
I could probably do it in...
We tried.
I could probably do it in like 15 seconds in like 2K.
There you go. That's incredible source. But we used to try this at Eastern. We would play Saturday mornings. We would try the 30-second whole thing.
And how would you do?
No one ever did it.
No one.
We tried it probably 50 times.
Give the kid free tuition.
Yeah.
I agree. Give it to him. He earned it.
He did earn it.
First off, who selected him out of the crowd? That's their fault for selecting him.
That's whoever selected him didn't tell him about this. I'm pissed at that person. I want to find that person.
I'll back that person.
Because Ben used to be that person.
I used to be that person who would go into the crowd at the Connecticut Sun and pick people to do competition.
Did anyone ever win?
Did you ever shoot T-shirts into the crowd?
True story. This is the greatest thing that ever
happened. Did you ever pick
happened.
anybody out too, by the way?
Yeah, I would pick people all the time. I would throw T-shirts. One time we had a T-shirt cannon, and we had these little Nerf like squishy balls, and I put 4 into the t-shirt can and cranked it up as high as it could go, and I shot it, and they literally ricocheted off the arena ceiling. They were flying off walls and stuff.
Those things are powerful, I'm telling you.
I would have killed someone if I hit him in the face. But, moving on. I don't even know where this is going. Richmond fantasy football. That's another thing you wanted.
Rich what?
Richmond.
Rich what?
Richmond.
What happened here?
It was reported, I forget who reported it, I think it was
One second. Who won the fantasy football championship for
Oh my goodness. Get out of here.
Speaking of fantasy football, in my league that I run, Matt Ryan won the trophy.
The one on the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Not this Matt Ryan.
Julio Jones came in second.
So
congratulations, Matt. I know you want your day in the sun, even though you brought the trophy with you on our weekend adventure last weekend.
You're lucky I didn't bring it tonight.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Yeah, I really am. All right, so the Richmond thing. So these 5 baseball players that play for Richmond College in Virginia got suspended for playing fantasy football last season.
I see.
What were
the NCAA suspended them. I don't know how long or the stipulations, but I think it's honestly...
Was it fantasy college football?
No,
or
it was
NFL
football.
Fantasy football.
Well, then half of the NCAA athletes should be suspended because you know damn well most of them play fantasy football.
Most of them, almost all of them probably do. The NCAA is terrible because they promote gambling so much. Look at the bracket tournament.
How did they know they played fantasy football, and why are they targeting Richmond?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what's interesting to me, because I know...
They're setting a bad precedent.
Yeah, but I know you fill out paperwork saying, like, you can't bet on... Anything, especially NCAA
Can't
stuff.
take money from anyone.
Also, what kind of fantasy football was it? Was this like a FanDuel, DraftKings type thing, or...
It was just their fantasy league. They were all in a fantasy league.
How do you think that would change it if it was like a FanDuel as opposed to something we do, just a casual league?
Because you could win big money, probably.
Maybe they won big money. I know in those leagues you can't play in certain states.
Yeah, Virginia. It is illegal in Virginia.
Maybe that's why as well.
Oh, yeah, then that makes sense.
But still, come on, these guys are just playing fantasy football with. Yeah, they're kids, man.
Yeah, but if a kid shoots someone, you're like, it's a kid, he shot someone.
Okay, shooting somebody in fantasy football.
Alright.
I'm a little bit different here, man.
I'm aware I stretched that one.
Come back down to earth.
I'm aware I stretched that one far, but...
You're as high as me right now.
It's too high comments you made.
Sorry.
I don't know. I know the only thing the NCAA has going for them is that these kids filled out paperwork saying, I will not do this, and they did it.
Yeah. So
technically... Are they rightfully suspended? Yes. Should they have on just general not being an idiot? Yeah, the NCAA is dumb. Why wouldn't you let them play fantasy football?
Yeah. But my point was the NCAA will advertise all these bracket challenges all the time. Like they say it's a business. They say, oh, you can't gamble, you can't do all this. But then they advertise for gambling. They're very hypocritical.
Maybe they're just trying to make an example of these Richmond players to set the precedent for other players not to do the same thing.
It could be that too.
It would have to be that, because
either way, it's bullshit. I'm sorry, it's bullshit.
It is.
I agree. That's coming from a commissioner.
Exactly. All right, our last story.
Last story. I like this one a lot.
Yep.
40-yard dash coming up. Chris
NFL
Johnson.
Combine.
NFL Combine this week. I've been watching a lot of Combine.
It hasn't started yet.
Hey, how much Combine have you been watching?
So much Combine.
All right.
So, Combine coming up. 40-yard dash. Chris Johnson absolutely obliterated.
What was it, 4.3?
4.2, 4. Something stupid. That shouldn't be illegal. Should have gone to jail for that.
Wearing his PF Flyers.
He's wearing something. But Adidas is doing a little promo where if an athlete has to sign with Adidas, wear Adidas shoes, and break the 40-yard dash, and if they do all 3 of those things, they get an island. What kind of drunk human came into Adidas's budget?
Some assholes like us.
Yeah. No, but like, what kind of drunk guy comes in and is like, alright, I got an idea. They gotta wear shoes. They got to sign with us, and we'll give them an island. Like, Rick, go home. You're wasted.
Would that influence you as an athlete to wear their shoes and sign with them? If you thought you can break...
If you're Leonard Fournette, are you trying to sign this deal to get an island?
I mean, if you're planning on signing with Nike anyway...
But, then again...
Or Adidas anyway,
came out and said they will give you the island when it becomes available. So you don't even know where this is or when it's available. But either way, it's still
a private island.
An island at the end of the day, you know?
At the end of the day, you get to say to people, hey, you want to come to my island? We'll have a party. But, this is the biggest level of promotion you can get for Adidas.
I mean, everyone's talking about it.
Everyone is talking about it. But,
you know what?
To your question... Oh, go for it.
I don't know if you're going to see a big-name college player do it.
Mm-hmm.
It might be
a lower
name, like a Chris Johnson, coming out of a small school, something like that, with it again.
Yeah.
Or it comes close to it.
I feel like every big athlete, anyone important, is signing with Nike or Under Armour. Those are the big two dominant ones right now.
But then again, this is Adidas' way of marketing. We're targeting athletes now.
They're trying to get anyone, yeah. I mean, you got to compete with these.
If you're a college kid, does it... I mean, I would be an influencer side with Adidas if I was that fast.
I wouldn't, because you're going to
make millions of dollars anyway. Yeah. I don't know. So for free island,
what the hell is, yeah, but what are you going to do? You're not going to live there.
I think the best stories that are going to come out...
You want to pay those taxes on that?
No.
Remember that time we almost got an island and threw a party? And by we, I mean I.
I do, and it never almost happened.
Do you think I'm closer to owning my own island or breaking Chris Johnson's 40-yard dash record?
Ooh, that's a hot take right there.
For the viewers that don't know, I'm the greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah, that is a
I'm
true statement.
Say Shaq has a better chance of making a foul shot before you do either of those.
He made at least some of them, so thank you for your confidence.
Yeah, that is pretty good confidence.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. I really needed that today.
Okay. I'm here for it.
I think the island thing. The funniest thing though is when some massive, fat, offensive, defensive lineman is gonna come in there wearing Nike or Adidas everything, ready to run his 40, runs like a Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, 6 yards, 6 second, 40-yard dash.
Matt, you got something?
Got one last thing for us. Have you guys heard?
Oh God!
Uh-oh, brace yourselves.
Amari Stoudemire came out and said.
Oh my! Do we
absolutely? Savage.
He said.
Explain.
You want to explain it, Matt?
You can take this one.
Okay, so they asked. First of all, the reporter asked him about gay people, if his teammate was gay, if he would want to play with them, and he said, "Oh, I'll be fine with playing with them, but I would definitely shower across the street and basically not show him my dick."
He said he would drive a different route to the game.
And they asked him if he was kidding, and he said, "There's always some truth in jokes," and that's where it left off.
Yeah, absolutely unreal.
He is Muslim though, and I know Muslim people.
Yeah, he just announced his faith.
It's his religious views, but
that's aggressive.
You can't be saying that in 2017.
Not say that.
But then again, who does he have to please? I agree with you guys, but at the end of the day,
he doesn't give a crap.
He lives in
Israel.
He's the man in Israel.
Shit.
Did you guys see that ESPN feature on him?
I did see that. Was it an E60 or something?
Yeah, it was like an E60, and I loved him after that. And I loved him up until he made those comments, and now it's like, all right.
Yeah, you're done?
Yeah, you're gone. You can't say that.
No, it's 2017.
Yeah. But even if it was 2002, you still can't say those things. But
I don't know.
I get that it's his, like, religion, but oftentimes people are wrong in their religion. Crazy things like that. I mean, I'm not going to get into religion like that, but...
No, I mean, this is
a sports show, so yeah. we'll step away from that.
It took a little dark of a turn, you know. We're going to end this on anything a little bit brighter than that?
Yeah. Did you see the Celtics-Cavs game the other day?
Come on. How was that brighter?
Celtics-Cavaliers. I think the Celtics are going to overtake the Cavs in the next 20 games. What do you think, man?
They're going to make a run.
For the viewers who don't know, or the listeners that don't know, Matt and Bouch are Celtics fans, and I'm the lone Cavs fan. I believe in all of Connecticut. But that game, I believe, means nothing to the Cavs. It means the world to the Celtics, but nothing to the Cavs. The Cavs are missing Kevin Love, missing J.R. Smith.
Darren Williams' first game.
Darren Williams' first game, and he had a chance at the game winner.
Yeah, didn't have his legs under him on that shot.
It means 0 to the Cavs.
Also,
means the world to the Celtics.
I don't know if you guys saw that last play, but
Which one? The one IT banged the 3?
That wasn't the last play.
What last play?
Where the Cavaliers missed the last shot in the game.
Yeah, Darren Williams missed that shot.
Mm-hmm.
If Bradley and IT don't switch, he does not miss that shot. You would back down Isaiah.
Yeah.
And essentially just back him down.
Well, that's Brad Stevens coaching them up.
What do you mean?
It wasn't anybody. It was the Cavaliers set a pick, I believe, and then that's how they ended up switching. So Bradley
switch out on LeBron.
LeBron passed it to Darren Williams.
Yeah, LeBron passed it to Darren Williams. So you're
And
saying
Isaiah was on Darren Williams, and then Bradley switched to him. And Bradley, as we know, is one of the best defenders.
Darren Williams' 3 is wide open. There's not a defender in sight.
I'm talking about
because of the switch.
The last shot of the game.
Yeah, Darren Williams is 3, right?
No, it wasn't a 3. It was like the stupid right outside the paint.
That was Derek Williams.
No, it wasn't. I'm very confused on what play you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what play you're talking about.
Well, then fuck you guys.
I watched that game exclusively.
I know what I saw.
I was watching that game too.
Is this a mention
Can you
on
explain?
Avery Bradley's defense?
Yeah, just hitting on that. Avery Bradley plays good defense.
That is true. What do you think of Isaiah's defense?
It's a liability, but his offense
He's
makes up for
5'9". What do you want him to do?
5'8".
5'8". Oh my god. That is our height.
You know, it's...
Do you think his lack of defense and inability to play defense will take away from him being a quote-unquote star?
I think he's a star. It might take away from him being a superstar.
No, it won't. But it will when it comes time for him to go to negotiate a new contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's if I'm a GM, that's what I hold against him.
Yeah. I mean, you want to pay him for his offense.
He played pretty well. He played decent defense on Kyrie that night.
You still give him a max. From the
Celtics,
give him a max.
In this day and age, everyone's getting a max. Tyler Johnson got $10 million a year. I'll never get over that. But yeah, I think you want to pay him for the offense. You don't want to pay him for the things he can't do.
Right.
Hey.
I agree.
I think we're going to end it there, guys.
Yeah.
Bouch, it's been real. Matt,
thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming on our show.
I'll have to have you back.
Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for that. Enthusiastic. Hey, it's wrapping up episode 2 of The Bullpen with Bouch and Ben. We'll see you next week.